Tank, I want to clear something up.
Appreciate you.
Tank, you wanted to fight Loma 5 years ago and 6 years ago. People don't know that. I remember I was sitting near you in D.C. and I talked to you after that fight. If it is Loma next, how big of a fight is that?
Oh, it's great, especially for the sport of boxing. Both of us, you know what I mean, we bring different styles to the sport, so it's going to be a great fight.
So, question for you. If I ever make $1 million, what's the best way to spend it, my first $1 million?
First million?
Yes.
I would say spin it.
But what would you do with it? What would I do with
First
it?
million, I put away probably like $750. I'll probably go crazy. Probably just, what would I do?
All right, that's enough of that. Let me go ahead and get in here. Gervonta Tank Davis possibly could be fighting Lomachenko by the end of the year. And we seen Lomachenko in there with a lot of guys. We seen him in there with Devin Haney in a fight that I thought he pretty much won. We seen Devin Haney just lose to Ryan Garcia. We understand that boxing, we don't really do the triangle thing and all of that stuff like that. But I would always say that Lomachenko, he's always had a lot of people, you know, showing him love for his accomplishments. He's always been looked at as one of the, you know, most skillful fighters, one of the most fastest to a championship. Just the guy has a lot of accolades and a lot of people show him love. I only recently started to really like Lomachenko, as far as like, I thought he got overrated a lot as a pro. We know what he did as an amateur, but in my personal opinion, I think the dude is a phenomenal fighter. His pedigree and what he's done in the sport. I mean, I give Lomachenko a lot of credit, okay? I know I haven't always gave him a lot of credit as long as I've been on YouTube, but in my personal opinion, when it comes down to Gervonta Davis and Lomachenko, I think that'll be a phenomenal fight. I think it'll be super, super entertaining. There's a lot of different possibilities that fight, you know, that it can actually turn out to be. And I mean, I would have to lean towards Gervonta Tank Davis a little bit more at this point in time, just from the fact that his knockout power is just insane. Okay, we've seen Gervonta Davis get in there and he's knocked out pretty much almost everybody that he's been in the ring with. His skill set has even gotten better. His game planning, his team. I mean, I just think Gervonta Davis has a lot, man. This kid has a lot to him, and he's only getting better. He's still pretty young. So there's a lot to happen in the future. But Vasily Lomachenko, he's no slouch. He's somebody that you really got to take serious because his skill set is just like phenomenal. You know what I mean? He's just the type of fighter that's hard to figure out. Okay, he can make all of the moves. He's never out of shape. He's just a puzzle that you got to figure out. And I think that'll probably be, in my opinion, it could be, in my opinion, one of Tank Davis's toughest puzzles to try to figure out. I still think he has what it takes to beat him. I still think Gervonta Tank Davis has the ability to knock out Lomachenko. I think it's possible, but it remains to be seen, and I'm down for it. So let me get into some of this article. It says top-ranked boss Bob Arum has acknowledged that the negotiations for a unification clash between his fighter and Lomachenko, Lomachenko and Gervonta Davis, will restart next week. Okay, if the fight gets made, Tank Davis will be his titles will be at stake for his long overdue fight in under 2-fight unification class. The winner of the fight will be viewed as the #1 guy in the lightweight division. I'm pretty sure a lot of people already view Tank as the #1 guy. Okay, we can't forget that Lomachenko has losses on his record. Gervonta Tank Davis is undefeated, although some people don't really look at that too much. But you have to put that into play. Okay, Gervonta Tank Davis never lost before. and Lomachenko has lost. So until these guys fight, and if Lomachenko is successful, only then will he be looked at as number one. Right now, you kind of got to look at Tank because of the way he's knocking guys out, the way he's doing his thing. He's the biggest star in the division, and you kind of gotta leave it right there. Okay, Tank will be the number one guy. It says Arum is targeting Tank versus Lomachenko fight for November or December, which will be an excellent time to give the boxing public a mega fight late in the year. This fight will be the biggest fight of the 29-year-old's career, and it says he's never faced any A-level type of fighter like Lomachenko in the 50-50 fight, giving Tank's big step up in class. We don't know how he'll respond against that type of talent. Now, I would say this is probably, if he was to get in there with Lomachenko, it's probably one of his, if not his most toughest fight as far as skill set goes, but I wouldn't say it's his most biggest fight. So we don't know for a fact that that'll be the biggest money fight, because I think Tank has had some pretty decent fights when it comes to pay-per-view numbers and just, you know, all of the stuff surrounding it. Because when he fought Ryan Garcia, that, in my opinion, was a big fight for him, because both of those guys brought a lot of fans to the table. Lomachenko, you know, he got his country on his back, but he's never really been the biggest star as far as bringing in fan bases. So, I mean, as far as bringing in like a lot of fans, Lomachenko is not really that big of a draw in my personal opinion. So we'll see. You know, who knows if this will be the biggest fight, but we know it'll be a very entertaining fight. And for real deal professional boxing fans, people that actually fight, that actually go to gyms and that actually compete, you know, a lot of the amateurs, a lot of the guys that's coming up in the ranks, a lot of the pros that's on the lower level, a lot of people that really get into boxing, real boxing fans, understand that this will be a high-level chess match, and that if those two is to get in the ring, that fight could go either way. My personal opinion, though, Lomachenko has shown signs that his face gets marked up a lot. This last fight we've, you know, seen with Tank was one of the only times we've really seen Tank marked up pretty bad. And you got to take your hat off to Frank Martin, because he put up a phenomenal performance, even though he got knocked out. But before so, you know, he was doing his thing. But Lomachenko has been shown to get his face marked up by relatively smaller opponents with much less power than Tank. So who knows how he's going to look, you know, if he get in there with Tank Davis, man, because Tank Davis hits hard, you know what I'm saying? And he has vicious knockout power that can get anybody out of there. So I can see him sleeping Lomachenko. Okay, we definitely can see that happen. But I also can see Lomachenko outboxing Tank and making it extremely hard. So I think if they can get that fight done by the end of the year, I'll be hyped. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready for it. I'm all for it. And you guys let me know how you guys feel about it, man. I just wanted to get in here, do a quick video, drop my thoughts on this upcoming possible potential matchup. And y'all let me know down in the comment section, do you think Lomachenko wins that, or do you think Tank Davis knocks him out just like anybody else? I'm getting Mike. Y'all please do me a favor, hit the like button. Much love, peace, blessings.